Hello, friends. Welcome to My Witchy Kitchen. I'm Sandy, your crafty vegan witch. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you are all subscribers. Of course, if you are not, I hope that you'll take a moment to subscribe below. It is the first day of spring. It's Ostara, and I had a special request to do a video and talk about it. So, first, I'll start by telling you how I view myself. I would call myself a kitchen witch. I would describe that as an enchantress of hearth and home, one who blurs the lines of the magical and the mundane in everyday life. Whether it's cleaning or cooking, you turn that typically mundane activity into something magical and beautiful by setting your intentions behind that, and a recipe can become a spell. Cleaning your house, I view as cleansing the energy. So I use specific herbs and essential oils when I do cleaning, even in my laundry. So setting those intentions if you're making a meal for your children, you're putting that love and wanting to see them happy and healthy and growing. If I'm making a meal for a man that I love, then I'm going to put that love and intentions of romance into the meal and hoping that it would be returned. So, just in the simple task of life, not some over the top Wiccan rituals. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that is something that I do like about the Wiccan beliefs. Is it's simply, if you harm none, do as you will. It's honoring the earth and Mother Nature and her cycles. There's the 8 Sabbats of the year. Today being the first day of spring is the spring equinox. It's Ostara, which symbolizes rebirth and renewal. It's a time to create and to manifest. So anything that you would like to see increase in growth, this is a time to focus your energy into that. Go outside in the morning and watch the dawn as it begins. Watch the sunset. Welcome the light back in. Every day begins to get longer now. Bunnies and eggs are used a lot at this time of year because they symbolize fertility. And this is the time of year when the earth is at her most fertile point, when the flowers are starting to bloom and the trees are bursting forth with life. The birds are chirping, little animals are starting to run around again. Every day is growing longer. It's a very magical time of year. It is a time for creating, a time for manifesting. Any magical work that you do, this is a time to put that energy toward things that you would like to see growth and increase in. It's also a great time to start planting seeds for the summer. If you're in an area like me where you've got snow outside, you can always start some seeds inside or just have some plants growing around you. I have a tree that's been growing, I've had for about over 6 years now, and I'm going to share a picture at the end of this video with you guys. It has, in the last couple of days, bloomed the most beautiful and amazing flowers. I walked into my room the other night in the dark and smelled flowers and thought I was imagining it. It's beautiful. So for me, although I have lots of snow outside, it's amazing to me that every night I walk into my room and that's when these flowers are at their fullest, and my room is filled with the sweet aroma of tropical flowers. Absolutely amazing living up in the Sierras to have your room smell like that. Also have some lovely little flowers up here that I was given today by my sweet employee. It's a very exciting time of year for me, and I can't wait to get outdoors, watching the snow starting to melt away and the sunshine and the warmth. It just gives you a fresh new lease on life. It makes me want to start cleaning and putting that intention behind the cleaning to cleanse the house and cleanse the energy. in the meals that you cook over the next few days and the next few weeks. Keep in mind the time of year that we're in and just put your energy behind that. Casting spells, doing magical work doesn't have to be some big ordeal. It really can just come into play in the mundane areas of your life, or at least the things that seem that way. I find it very soothing and relaxing to cook and to clean and just to be at home, because that's where I'm doing all of that work, where I'm manifesting and setting those intentions for what I'd like to see in the future. For the different seasons, I recommend looking into different herbs, oils, flowers, and seeing what works the best for you for that time of year. I will be using a lot of lavender and more floral essential oils around this time of year than I would in the winter, where in the winter I'll pull out my cloves and cinnamon and get that warm feeling. But at this time of year, you want to bring the nature indoors. Now, when you view your home as more than just a home, but as a magical place, and see your kitchen as a place where you can create magic. You can look at your pots as your cauldron, look at your knives as your athames, and a wooden spoon as your magic wand, and set those intentions as you're cooking. You don't need to get special tools unless that's what you want. But if not, if you just feel naturally inclined to create that magic, I feel that's part of being a kitchen witch, if you want to put a label on it. But for me, it's just, I feel I was just naturally born this way, and it makes sense to me. Now, there are a lot of people who practice Wicca or paganism, and they will go into much more detail. For me, I like to keep everything that I do very simplistic. I honor Mother Nature in the spring, and my favorite things to do to welcome the light back is just to go out and listen to the birds singing, look for the new growth on the trees, possibly a flower. No flowers here because we have snow, but in a few weeks, so much life will be bursting forth, and it's so exciting at this time of year for me. We've been in that dark time, like seeds planted underneath the soil, and now it's time for us to spring forth and go out and enjoy the beauty and splendor that awaits us as the days grow longer and more life begins to blossom in front of our eyes. I'd love to hear what your favorite thing about spring is. Do you celebrate Ostara? Do you have any traditions or rituals that you would like to share with me? One idea that I have for Ostara, something that perhaps you could make a new tradition if you're looking for something, is donate to a rabbit rescue. Around this time of year, a lot of people do get pet bunnies because they're cute. Hello, Karma. They're cute to put in the Easter basket, and they don't realize bunny is more work than, say, a cat would be. They lose interest in the bunnies, so it's time of year to keep those little animals in mind and just look up and see if there's a rabbit rescue in your area or somewhere online that you could donate. I'll try to look before I post this video and see if I can recommend anything, or if any of you have recommendations, please comment down below and let us know about that. I would really appreciate that, and I'm sure that the other viewers would as well. Really enjoyed talking to you guys today on a little bit different topic than usual. Hope that you've enjoyed it too. Let me know if you'd like to hear more talks like this. I'm considering starting to do something like this on all of the Sabbats. I can't promise that I'll always post them right on time, but I will try over time to get some done and be a little bit more mindful myself of these days and make sure that I really put the intention forth. I believe that if we work with the seasons of the year, that our magical workings, that our intentions, our manifestations have even more power when we're working with the powers of nature and all that surround us, the energy that's flowing. So again, do comment down below. I really enjoy all of the feedback that I'm getting from all of you guys. And thank you for those of you who have subscribed so far. If you're not yet a subscriber, please do take a moment, subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of the crafty ideas that I'm brewing up for you here in My Witchy Kitchen. I hope you have a very magical Ostara. And until we meet again, my friends, remember to be crafty.